Hello guys, welcome back once again to Pig Farming Academy. In the previous video I promised to talk about the drug routine that I make use of in my farm. As you can see, I just came to the farm to check out how things are going and equally inject my piglets and sow with Iron Extra Plus and some other drugs. Before I proceed, there are certain things that you have to make sure you do in your farm that will help you to become successful. The major purpose of rearing animals or pigs, you need to try as much as possible to increase the birth rate, that's the natality rate, while reducing the mortality rate. Okay, so amongst all these factors, amongst all these things that you have to do to make sure you become successful in pig farming, the major one I would emphasize on is hygiene. You know, if you want to reduce the infestation of diseases in your farm, you need to make sure you practice hygiene, good hygiene in your farm, because this would help to eradicate those microorganisms. Because all these diseases that happen in pig farming, it's being caused by both the bacteria, viruses, name them. Okay, these are the things that cause all these diseases that increases the mortality rate in your farm. So by practicing a very good hygiene, you can be able to eliminate most of these microorganisms. Yes, you might not eliminate them all, but with good hygiene you'll be able to eliminate a very high percentage of these microorganisms that lead to these diseases that affect our pigs, both in the birth rate or in the carcass weight. Because when diseases infest your farm, when diseases infest your pig farms, first of all, there are certain things it could do. One, it could reduce the birth rate in so many ways. Two, it could reduce the carcass quality. Okay, so the major aim that every pig farmer should be looking forward is to increase their birth rate. So practicing high hygiene, very good hygiene, would help you to get these results. So like I said, I came to inject my pigs with some drugs, which includes the Iron Extra Plus, multivitamin, and the tetracycline. So these are the drugs that I came to inject them. Like I said in the previous video about the drug routine, for you to become successful in pig farming, you need to understand the drug aspect. You need to understand the drugs that you need to give to these pigs. Not just the drugs, but you need to know the intervals, that's the stages that each pig requires this so drug. Yeah. You need to understand the stages that these drugs should be administered to these pigs, because this is a very, very delicate aspect that most people that have complained negatively about pig farming miss out on. Once you get your drug routines well, once you inject these pigs with the right amount of drugs in the right stage of their existence, I promise you get great results in pig farming. I've been in pig farming for a very long time now, and I can assure you that this drug routine has really helped me a lot in so many ways. Okay, so I don't know, let me start from let me say the piglets. Yeah, you see Iron Extra Plus and multivitamin, they are great drugs coupled with the high hygiene. If you want your piglets to survive, because most times people will be like, I have 20 piglets, I have 30, I have 100. Yes, you can have so many piglets because pigs are very prolific animals. But if you don't know how to brood these piglets, if you don't know how to inject them, how to take care of them, I can assure you that you will lose almost all of them. So if you understand this drug routine, the Iron Extra Plus that I normally give to them in the interval of pregnancy, of the gestation, that is through their farrowing stages, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, I make sure I inject this sow, the mother sow, with Iron Extra Plus in each month of its gestation. I inject it with Iron Extra Plus and multivitamin. Then on the day it farrows, I equally inject the mother sow with Iron Extra Plus and multivitamin. Then after 4 or 3 days, I then go on with the routine of injecting the piglets with the Iron Extra Plus and multivitamin. Now we have the section of the doses. I have the preventive dose and the productive dose. So that is how I keep up with these injections. That's what I make use of the Iron Extra Plus, the multivitamin. Then there is this drug aside from tetracycline Levamisole, that's for all this deworming and all those things. There is this drug that I make use of for deworming, though I don't always use it. Once you clean your pig's farms very, very well, you won't have much use for it. The ivermectin, a dewormer, is very active, though it's delicate. You need to understand how to inject it subcutaneously. If you don't know how to do this, you better call a professional or just stick to oral dewormers and easier ones for you. So the iron dextra plus, the multivitamin, and the oxytetracycline, they are the three major drugs. I would say they are the three major drugs, that you as a pig farmer need to have in your farm. If you consider having a pig farm, if you already have a pig farm, make sure you have the iron dextra plus. Make sure you have, this is the iron dextra plus, okay? This is the one I made use of today, I use this one to inject my piglets with the syringe, inject the piglets and equally inject the sow. And mind you, I equally inject my growers because I have different categories of pigs. We have the growers, we have the winners. What are the winners? Those winners are those ones that you just stopped from lactation. You know, when a pig is being born, when a pig is being farrowed, you need to give it an interval of, let me say, 1 month and a half and 2 weeks, or sometimes 2 months, for them to breastfeed. Even though some farmers separate the piglets from its mother, that's the sow, at just 1 month, but I normally leave my own up to 1 month and 2 weeks, sometimes 2 months. But that depends. You need to feed the sow very well because it's going to mastiate. Breastfeeding is equally body draining. So after weaning them, when you wean your piglets, you need to make sure you follow them back with drugs. That's a very big phase that most people don't understand. When you wean the piglets, they are transitioning from breast milk feeding, even though you have included them creep feed into their feeding system, but they are now transitioning from that breast milk into normal diet. So you need to be very, very careful, as this could change their digestive tract. Okay, at this phase could change their digestive tract. So if you're not careful in this particular phase, that's the phase of transition between the lactation and the weaning. You understand? You need to make sure you have your drugs at hand, both the deworming. Once I wean my pigs, I deworm them. At that 2 months, I deworm them. Reason being to just eradicate host of worms that could be in their system, because they are trying to change their diet from their lactation to weaning. And this has yielded good results for me. All the things I'm going to tell you in this video and beyond are things that I've done. There are things that I've done and I've seen good results. Okay, so follow up. Mind you, I haven't told you guys about subscribing and about the channel, WhatsApp channel that I created. I made a WhatsApp channel where farmers from different regions of the world share their opinion about pigs, both their problems and all those things, what they face in their farm, in the feeding sector, in the drug sector. Then you get opinions of different farmers with years of experience. So I will drop the link to this WhatsApp group in the description box of this video. Please make sure you join the WhatsApp group. It's going to benefit you, okay? That's the purpose of this group. The purpose of this group is to create an enabling environment where beginner farmers or even experienced farmers will get to share a space and equally get to learn from each other, okay? So that is it for the drug aspect, about the iron dextra plus, about the multivitamin, about the sulfadimidine, and about the oxytetracycline. These are the drugs. The oxytetracycline and the sulfadimidine, they are the antibiotics I make use of, while the multivitamin, I make use of it as a routine drug. More like I give it to them every month for so many reasons. Then the iron dextra plus for iron anemia that most piglets suffer from, so I give it to them monthly too. Same with the oxytetracycline. Because there is this mistake that most farmers make. There is this mistake that most pig farmers make. As the pig progresses, because when the pig grows very well, it now becomes resistant to so many diseases. It doesn't get affected by some diseases. So they get to leave this pig out and forget those routines. But I'm going to tell you, do not do that. Keep on maintaining your routine drugs, especially when they advance to that stage. especially your multivitamin and your iron extra plus, keep on maintaining your routine drugs. Do not say that because this pig is already mature enough that I'm not going to keep on applying my drugs. No, but those younger ones are more delicate. That's why we emphasize more on them. So guys, I'll be in the comment section waiting for your questions and your reply and any updates as to the next video you want me to make next. I'll be listening. Please make sure you subscribe to this amazing channel. I love you so much. God bless.